Hi everyone. Today I show you Proton services. Why is this important? Well, it's important for our privacy and security as individuals and small businesses as well. This service, this Proton, the Swiss-based leading company in privacy and security industry, has been developing very rapidly for probably more than a decade. I don't remember when exactly they started, but they started lowly as just small rising company. I still remember those days. I've been with them from almost, I don't know exactly again the inception, but from almost the beginning. It must have been beginning because there was only one service, if I remember correctly. Back then, it was just email, right? Secure email, encrypted, end-to-end encrypted, like everything now in with the services, with all the services, right? They are all end-to-end encrypted, and which means that nothing is encrypted, can be decrypted, right, on the fly, neither on the fly, right, in the transport of the data or in on the servers, right? No, Proton just don't have your keys, right? Only you have. They are very specific to your applications, and this is just the secure way of protecting your data, right? Nobody but you can access them, right? And you can access them either through Proton applications on your devices or on your web application, right? Through web browser, right? Through every web browser as far as I know. And it's important, as I've mentioned, this fact that they have been doing this and developing rapidly for a very long time. It's important uh, also because they developed all the applications to the point now that they are very user-friendly. They work smoothly. Everything is just reliable, all right? Unlike in some privacy or security companies. All right. And I should also mention that they stand out in one important aspect as well. It is their integrity. They are leading not only commercially in this industry, right? Because in terms of users, popularity, they are probably nowadays just at the top. But on top of that, there is integrity, right? High integrity, and they are leading the industry only not only in this technology, right? Of having privacy and security within your data, right? But also in supporting the cause, right, of secure internet. And this is not just words, right, but actions. They spend quite a lot of on funding other alternative, independent security and privacy rising companies, just startups or some initiatives in the industry. So this is one thing, definitely uh, one also, I would say, reason why I am with them so long, right? But again, on top of that, there's this really, really highly developed technology and user friendliness. And now, speaking of this user friendliness and of the options you have here, uh, you have currently a bunch of applications covering, uh, I don't know if all, but to me, it's pretty much all your digital life, right? So mail, calendar, VPN communication, meaning encrypting your communication in such a way that is tunneled through the internet, right? Cannot be eavesdropped, right? And we will say much more about this because this is like, whoa, this technology very developed. It's way, way ahead of other VPN technologies. The same with all other technologies, right? But in terms of privacy and security, but um, and user friendliness, shall I say? Um, because some of those applications are new, right? For example, these sheets, we will have a look at the shortly. Um, is new and perhaps it's not. I haven't used it much. I have tested it only once so far. But we will have a look to see how it is already developed. And it's uh, for me, it's just fully developed spreadsheets. All right. And again, even more so with all those applications that have been for years now, right? And they keep adding them, right? Keep adding and adding. This application is developed so high, again, is so way ahead of other solutions. It's in terms of user friendliness and functionalities. It's very well integrated with all your browsers, right? So it is very easily, just at your fingertips, very easily, and at the same time secure. You can secure it with your code, with your log, so you can easily open it, right? Like a vault, right? But they just keep adding and showing that they not only um, care about this security, but also about this user friendliness, right? And there are, in terms of functionalities, they are ahead uh, because there's not just passwords here. You can store their notes, like quick notes, right? You have, of course, docs for notes, right? But here you can start some quick notes, right? Sometimes you need such things. And then some multi uh, factor, identification methods, different methods and different codes you can store there, right? Um, it's not just password vault, right? It's many things you can do with this. And on top of that, in some plans, you have also you can also generate alias emails here, right? So I am in this unlimited plan, thanks to which I have all those applications in one, right? I have access to them, right? And this is just full access, right? And here I can create unlimited number of aliases, meaning whenever I am registering in some new internet service, right? I do not have to give them my email, right? Or my name, etc. I can anonymize this. And this is again for security, not just for privacy, but also for security reasons, right? Given all those data breaches. So this is one thing, and another wallet is just for cryptocurrencies, right? Um, and Lumo, this is again ahead. This is another of the technology which is ahead. With AI, everybody uses AI, right? But they are not aware of security and privacy issues with this rising technology. Why this is problem? First, it is rising technology. So there's plenty of new solutions that are growing like mushrooms uh, because of demand, but many of those companies neglect security problems with AI. All right. And this is just notorious in this industry. So Lumo again, this AI solution not only bridges this gap, but again, this is privacy. This is end-to-end encryption. This is fully um, taken care of your privacy, meaning only you see what you are searching and conversing on with Lumo. And again, they are ahead, not in terms of privacy, not only in terms of privacy and security, but also in terms of AI technology. I will, I have gotten during the conversation with this AI really an incredible shortcut in my technical business web application setup problems, right? I'm currently was thinking about launching some web application on my server, and this is in itself quite complicated, as you imagine. And I'm just, not a professional IT developer, right? So this is just difficult for me. But with this AI, with this Lumo, I have been able to craft an entire step-by-step tutorial how to set this quite specialized web application app, you know. So yeah, I was quite mind blown away. This is really something. And um, let's see now how this looks in terms of user friendliness. I can only show you Sheets because I haven't used them, and all other applications I've used. Um, and all there are some my codes and some my notes, so I cannot show you for privacy reasons. But this spreadsheets, I haven't used it yet. So let's go for something like let's create new spreadsheet and we will see what it is capable of. So as you see, it's a bit similar to Google Sheets in terms of simplicity and intuitiveness, right? In terms of there are even some the same icons, right? We already intuitively know what it is, right? This will be format. This will be moving decimal places, right? This will be some field color, etc., right? And in terms of when it comes to say formulas, again, those formulas the same throughout all spreadsheets, right? So I don't expect there will be any incompatibility in this way, in this formulas, right? I don't think so. There could be, right? It's all uniformalized, and probably you can, if you have to, you can either import or can you export? I don't see an option for export. Anyway, as you see, all the basic and most important things you can imagine in right in a spreadsheet. Charts. Let's see, by the way, what charts we can create. Yeah. So similar to Google, right? So if you need some complex spreadsheets and few people are even able to do complex spreadsheets, then perhaps it is not yet developed to that point. But yeah, when it comes to the majority of office tasks, it's sufficient, right? All right, so yeah, I hope that gives you, again, this is new, the thing, so there might be perhaps some imperfections, but as you see, it's very similar in terms of user friendliness. Again, clearly we can see this user friendliness, even similar to Google Sheets, right? Which is the leader in terms of user friendliness, right? And you can see the same, you know, user in mind at the center throughout all the applications, right? With this one thing that they are much more developed, all right? So, so you can imagine how that could look like. I can only show you this without unlocking this because again I don't want you to see my data. But again, you can see this is just at your fingertips, right? And you can create this alias email in on the fly really very fast. There's just plus icon and you can immediately add what you want, right? It's when you visit a website, it of course it's within the the name and the login and the password um, fields, the icon of Proton, right? So you again have this at your fingertips. You don't have to get here, right? Um, yeah, and what else? We've talked about this, that drive. I in unlimited um, plan, I have so much of it that I can sync my whole computer. So much space. I can sync. There's 500 gigabytes, right? So rarely people go over 500 gigabytes with all they need, right? On their computers, right? So you can, well, actually, do I have more? I don't remember. Perhaps it's even 1 giga. With videos, of course, would be nice to have 1 giga, right? But typically you don't need to sync videos, right? Um, but again, they have applications, as you can see, they have applications for major systems. Um, mm, Again, because they are leading the industry and have this experience and this integrity, they want to create um, those applications for every system, which is just the most important, right? But they have to start from something. So for some systems, it might not be available yet, but again, it's the same with other companies, right? Other companies, and with them, it's chances are that they have even more options than I mean, they have more options than those other companies because again, they are long in the business and developing rapidly, right? So um, you can again have this either in if you have not something on the system, there's always some web, uh, meaning you can access the things through like I'm doing now. I can access the stuff through browser, right? Probably through any browser. And finally, what I would like to I've mentioned that VPN is ahead, right? So I've saved the best for the last. This VPN is just like years, light years ahead of other VPN solutions. Why? Because it gives you three additional levels of security compared to those other companies I've seen. So number one, there is not just one VPN server that you can use, right? But you can tunnel your traffic through two VPN servers of Proton, right? And all the Proton VPN stands high, right? Because again, they are just at the top of privacy and security concerns. This is at the top of the mind, at the top of the agenda, right? So you can expect that unlike some of those VPN services out there, they really take care of your stuff not being logged, for example, on the Proton servers. Um, um, but again, if one, it is known that one VPN server is not enough to um, to prevent you not being tracked, right? So therefore, there is this technology. I don't know if this is Vega technology. As far as I remember, this is their unique developed technology. Well, there's just those two VPN servers that cover themselves, right? And your tracks are covered as well because you cannot track back to the other servers, so VPN server, right? Your traffic. It's similar to Tor. In the Tor, it's another layer, and this is um, another option you have available in Proton VPN. You can switch from normal VPN, right, technology um, to Tor. I mean, you can use VPN tunneling, but through Tor, right? So this is like extra, right, layer of privacy and security because Tor itself already gives you those two, right? You are practically untrackable, right? And and yeah, what else? The third layer of, say, security will give you um, um, and this is actually um, I mean the third layer, say the most secure was this with Tor, right? But there's an option that you can use with perhaps with other as well Proton services, which is randomizing the Proton VPN servers. Right, your traffic can go randomized through different Proton VPN servers. All right, that's all. I probably this is all that covers all you have here. Mm, I should also mention that these Proton services are not just for individuals, but also for small businesses, right? So, and for bigger businesses probably as well, because they have a special suit, a special plan for business, right? But I, as a small business, I use their unlimited plan, not only for myself, for my individual digital life, but also for my business because I have options to register separate domains and host many for example, emails, right? My business emails, and have it separate from my individual emails, right? And this is great because Proton servers themselves are well um, uh, praised in say technical terms. So this gives you also a boost for your deliverability as a business, right? Your email deliverability, and of course gives you extra layer of security. All right. So remember this ongoing um, remember about this ongoing now promotion. This is quite exceptional. It's very high discount, right? It's really high. I've seen minus 60%, all right, for some services. So if you are into this privacy and security, you are concerned about your data being read through big companies like Microsoft or Google, right, and NSA and other security, international powerful companies, and your emails, your data, your traffic, your documents, your notes, your spreadsheets, then hey, this is your chance, right, to jump on the privacy and security bandwagon with this company that again has this privacy and record of being at the front end of this movement of creating private and secure internet, right, for people. So yeah, and again, even if you are in a different cyber security or privacy company, consider them because of this ongoing company ongoing promotion, right? ending tomorrow. And yeah, and this is quite, again, extraordinary company to be with. I've been with them for this all those years, not for nothing again. There was those two reasons, right? This integrity and this leading industry, both in terms of morals and technology, right? All right, and again, this unlimited plan is very economical. I don't think other companies have so much apps, right? So much services they can offer and bundle together, and as such, within this bundle, just they're cheap. They're cheap, especially considering the quality, right? Right? Because this is not um, any trade-off between price and the quality here, as I've proved, hopefully, right? So this is definitely we are at the front end of this industry, not for nothing. All right. Okay, so with that, I leave you the promotion ends will end tomorrow. All right. And this is January, and that is probably the end of promotion cycle, right? Who knows when now you will get any promotion similar, any promotion whatsoever, and such promotion, minus 60 or so percent. So keep it in mind.